In the world of astrology measurements, a strong case could be made that all the important events and psychological states tend to hover around the periods when we have planetary stations. For example, late April, Pluto stations, 26 plus Capricorn, and you can ask Bill Gates about that perhaps. Then we get the 13 plus degrees Saturn station in late May, and you could ask the waddling penguin at Mar-A-Lago about that one. And now as we move into June, we notice some really important stations coming up, preceded interestingly by the June 10th solar eclipse, which happens to be at near 20 degrees Gemini, which therefore is right in the, once again, the waddling penguin's Sun-Moon opposition, which is going to trigger. And in the context of everything that has been happening with his legal affairs, legal exposure, and in particular that very troubled 8th house with all that, insurance, fraud, tax evasion stuff that is being talked about. So you get the eclipse on the 10th, and then as we go toward the summer solstice, we see, first of all, Mercury is coming out of its station in Gemini near his Uranus, which typically wouldn't be such a bad thing. But you don't want the communication planet anywhere near your planets when there's this much activity around your stuff. By stuff, I mean the stuff that you don't want people to know about. And then we get the Jupiter station at 2 plus Pisces, which doesn't appear to make squares or oppositions or conjunction to his planets, but what it does do is it gets caught in the semi-square, sesqui-square alignments, which are like half squares. You notice it makes a direct hit on his Jupiter, which again isn't good. But the real killer is the Neptune station at 23 plus of Pisces shortly after the summer solstice, making an absolutely direct hit on his Sun from the 8th house. This is probably the worst station yet that he has faced the last number of years, not the last number of months, years. So, the man is relentless. He doesn't stop. His relentless malevolence, his relentless wickedness doesn't stop. Doesn't matter that he loses 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 cases. He just keeps going. The latest is that, remember, he was making noise about fraudulent votes in New Hampshire. Of course, he came up with nothing, but he doesn't care. He just keeps going. But the other side of that is, I have a feeling that the long arm of the law doesn't care either. And I suspect it is equally relentless. So, good luck. Good luck to the waddling penguin from Mar-A-Lago.